said it's all for you. I did it all for you. Baby, it's all for you. No, no, no. She said it's all for you. I did it all for you. Baby, it's all for you.
Welcome back to another episode of Thankful Thursday. As always, I am always thankful for God allowing me to go through this season of my life when it comes to finances. Is one that I didn't want to do, but unfortunately I hit the 40 mark and I'm like, okay, Takara, it's something that you need to be doing, and that's getting my finances right. After all these years of my finances being financially in debt with personal consumer debt and student loan debt, so I'm like, you know what, enough is enough. I can't keep going on year after year, so I need to do something about it. So if you're new here, this is what it is. This is my bankruptcy journey. And I'm just gonna keep sharing and keep sharing and keep sharing, because eventually someone will run across my videos and this will be helpful for them as well. So I'm gonna put on the screen a question that a viewer asked me: do we need to submit receipts when you file your DOJ attestation forms? Okay, and let me show you what that looked like. I have all my, this is thick, okay? This is a thick packet, but you got to send this to the DOJ, and then you got to send it to your local attorney office, and you have to do the U.S. attorney office as well, okay? So I have my summons here, because first you have to file with the clerk of courts. You got to file a complaint against the DOJ, and then they will issue your summons. Okay, this is my complaint right here. This is my whole complaint to the DOJ, and these are the 15 pages. The DOJ 15 pages right here. Okay, so when I did it, and I'm talking about my personal experience, disclaimer, I'm not an attorney, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just telling you what I did, okay? When I sent these 15 pages to the DOJ and the other two agencies, I included my Schedule I and Schedule J form. My Schedule I and Schedule J form. This came from my bankruptcy, my regular bank, my Chapter 7 bankruptcy. These forms came from that. So these numbers match these numbers on this form. So they didn't ask me for any receipts. But let me read something to you, because you have to meet IRS local standards, and it's different from state to state, county to county. So you will have to do a little bit of research and find out your IRS local standards, okay? Because it says when you file the DOJ attestation form to discharge your student loans, the U.S. attorney, they don't look at what you say you spend on the Schedule J. They compare it to your actual spending against the IRS local standards, and basically the caps for your basic living expenses based on your household size and the exact county you live in. So there are two rules of the IRS expense limit. If you're at or below the IRS limit, they too much won't even ask you for any receipts. But if you are above the IRS limit, they may ask for receipts and other things, or bank statement, to justify the reason why your expenses are so high. So that I haven't experienced that. and my person who's over my case for the student adversary proceeding, he reached out to me, and he didn't ask for no receipts or anything. The only thing he asked me was for my husband income, because I didn't have it in these 15 pages. I might have forgot to add his income in there, so that's the only thing he asked me. So remember, I had my first meeting for my student loans adversary proceeding back in May. The DOJ asked for a 90-day extension, I guess because they wasn't prepared or whatever. So during that time, the attorney, he reached out to me back in June and asked me for my husband information, and I never heard, and I sent it back to him quickly, and he asked on the weekend. So if they reach out to you, email, mail, make sure you be compliant as soon as possible, because you don't want to delay it, because that means when I have my next meeting, they could ask probably for another extension. So I am just praying that by my next meeting, which is in September, this will be all resolved and my student loans will be discharged. So once again, when you're filling out the forms, the DOJ 15-page attestation form, so I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but y'all know what it is. You want to include your Schedule I and J forms as well. So the more you have, the less they may ask you, unless you above that IRS local standard limit, then they'll probably ask you for bank statement, receipts, or whatever. So I just wanted to come on here to answer that question. But if you guys need help, or you need clarity or some guidance, I do have a 5-step guide ebook, because I already went through the process. I have checklists in the ebook that asks you, make sure you check off each step you're at, because it can get confusing. I was confused at first too, until I figured it out, because if you're a pro se filer, you have to figure all that out and make sure you're sending the right forms to the right people, or that can delay it or dismiss the case entirely. So I do have an ebook on my website. If you go to my channel, you could just go to my website. It's right there. Go to it. Just put in freedom, FREEDOM 7, to get a discount off of it. I really took my time with this ebook, and I want to make it affordable for everybody, because I don't want you not to. I mean, you can go on my channel and look at my free videos. There's no problem or whatever, but I'm telling you, the step-by-step guide, I put step-by-step. If you read it, you might have a little questions, which you can ask. I don't care about that, but I'm just saying, if you do step-by-step what I'm telling you in the guide, it's very easy to get the forms and what you need to do. And I include the forms and all that. So I didn't want to make this video too long, but drop a comment and let me know if you guys are doing that portion, the DOJ, the student loan average. Did you get to that part yet? Or you're still, thinking about filing for bankruptcy? If you're filing for bankruptcy and you have student loans, you must do this separate action. And if you're doing it, if you have a lawyer and you're not using any other service to help you with your Chapter 7 bankruptcy, make sure you ask your lawyer about the student loan process. Some of them will tell you they don't do that and you have to do it on your own. Some of them do, and they may charge you a fee, but you have to research. And that's what I did. I researched and I put this ebook together for you guys. But you are free to ask me anything in the comments. I will answer you to the best of my ability of what I know. If I don't know anything, I'm gonna tell you I don't know it. I don't like when people be just rambling and telling you, saying stuff, and they don't really know what they're saying. I don't do that, because no. I'm only speaking what I went through and what I researched. Okay. So you guys have a blessed and wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Thankful Thursday. I hope this was helpful to you. Hit your notification bell, because I drop weekly videos, and I kind of just go off the comments and then try to answer them on my video to provide more details into it for everybody else. So you don't have to, look through the comments or whatever for an answer. I try to do that. So that was the answer. Do we have to submit receipts? Yes and no. It just depends on your local IRS standard limits. But you have to research that. All right, y'all. Well, thank you for tuning in. And if you need help or anything, or need to ask me a question, just ask your girl a question. I do not bite. I'm not rude. I do answer. And that's what it is. You guys have a wonderful day.